I'm Adam Shiva, and in this video I want to talk about trust and the things that help build trust, specifically honesty, integrity, and forthrightness. And trust is really essential in relationship because in a committed relationship we feel like we are putting our eggs in the same basket as another person. And there's something intrinsically destabilizing about a relationship where you don't feel like you can trust the other person, or there are limits to the trust. And the lack of commitment that is necessary to feel safe in a relationship like that also limit the depth and level of growth that's possible in that kind of relationship. I've had challenges around being trustworthy in my own life, many of which come from an unhelpful pattern I made with my own mother when I was a teenager so that I could do more of the things that I found fun even if she didn't approve of them. They don't really affect my friendships, but they regularly affect my romantic relationships, and so I've systematically learned how to undo those things so as to be more trustworthy. The first thing that I think is really important is honesty. Honesty to me means not saying anything that isn't true. And in that way, you can make it so that your word has meaning. And breaking that particular thing is more damaging than other lacks of integrity or not being forthright. So, to me, I have learned to notice when my heart will start to race or I'll feel trapped, because that's this feeling that often to me triggers me being more likely to be dishonest. And for me right now, it's more helpful for me to take that moment and just call a timeout so that I can restabilize my neurology, become calm enough that I can say what is true. Hey, I should have done this thing, I didn't do it. I made a mistake about a year ago where I had said that I had taken off work to my partner when I hadn't. And then when the end of the trip was coming and did we have to go back on Monday or Tuesday? Well, at the last moment I had to admit, no, I hadn't done that thing that I knew I should have done. I was getting really stressed about it and told her that I had. And that was a lack of honesty and it really hurt our relationship. So for me, it's now about noticing the same triggers that make me feel that. One of the things that's around that is feeling a lack of a truth-shaped whole, a situation in which I feel like I might be attacked or received really negatively for saying something can make me less likely to be honest. That's an opportunity to slow things down so that I can become stable enough that I can be courageous and be honest, because it's much more healthy to the relationship than allowing that moment to go on and maybe letting that bad habit of sharing what they want to hear come forward. The second thing that I think is really important is to be able to live a life where it's easy to be honest. So if there's a behavior, hey, I wanted to hang out with this person, I knew you wouldn't want me to hang out with them, maybe I should talk about it ahead of time. Maybe I should just not hang out with them because maybe you're uncomfortable for a valid reason. Or maybe I really look into myself and it's invalid and I want to talk about it and help you become more comfortable with it. But what I won't do is have a behavior that I know you can't feel good about because it isn't a good thing to do. And I think that becoming more honest in my words also has made me become more oriented to making my actions something that can be trusted, which I consider integrity. The last area that I found the most challenging is around forthrightness. And so this is about having relevant information to the other person. Maybe there's many things I think, but some of those feelings, some of those actions are very relevant to this other person. And I should tell them those. I should tell them soon. One of the things that I've seen is that 2-3 days to say something, as long as there wasn't some intimate moment that felt deceptive, that can feel okay. But after about a week, it's like, we talked a lot of times, you didn't say that. And so what I found is that it's helpful for me to reflect on my day, and as I make my things to-do list of things I didn't get done, it's really important to put in there if there are thoughts that have come up in my head, if there are things that I realize that actions that maybe might be hard for that person or affect my partner, for me to write down to tell them those and tell them promptly the next day. And a lot of times those conversations go pretty smooth if you can introduce them gently beforehand so that they can get comfortable with them. That area of forthrightness has been the most challenging area of honesty, and I'm still trying to build that skill now. I hope this video has been really valuable to you, and I'd love it if you could share this with a friend and like me on YouTube. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.